The man was stunned when he saw his autistic daughter talking to a peacock. For the first time in a long while, her face lit up with a warm, sunny smile. In that moment, he suddenly decided to buy the entire zoo just to give his daughter a childhood filled with love. But 6 months earlier, Jack hadn't been this devoted to his kids. As the host of an adventure show, he used to trek through hurricanes and even face swarms of killer bees without flinching. Then, his wife's sudden death forced this daredevil into the role of a full-time dad. Since losing their mom, his daughter had withdrawn into silence, while his son Dylan's mind had twisted under the weight of grief, turning him into one of the school's most notorious troublemakers. Jack was constantly being called in by the school. Once, Dylan even stole money from another student. But the principal was less worried about the theft than about Dylan's increasingly dark and distorted mindset. At the school's art show themed around love and peace, every other child's canvas was filled with bright colors and sunshine, except Dylan's, which was nothing but darkness. The principal warned Jack that his son's mental health needed serious attention. That's when Jack decided they needed a fresh start. He set his sights on a country villa, far away from the noise of the city. The house had wide open spaces, the kind of place that could heal a child's spirit. But just as he was about to buy it, the roar of a lion echoed from outside. Turned out, buying the villa meant he'd also have to take the neighboring zoo. At first, Jack was ready to walk away. But when he saw his daughter laughing and playing happily with a peacock, he chose to make her dream come true. Dylan, on the other hand, refused to leave their old home. The city was where all his memories lived, and he wasn't ready to let go. Still, Jack packed up the family and headed for the villa. On the way to the zoo, Dylan kept his headphones on, using silence as his way to protest against his father. But fate wasn't about to let things go smoothly. When they arrived at their new home, a heavy downpour came crashing down, and inside, the house was a total mess. The next day, Jack brought the kids to the zoo. There, the head zookeeper, Kelly, greeted them warmly on behalf of all the staff and introduced the team, each one a skilled professional in animal care. But then she laid out the zoo's problems. For example, their Bengal tiger's health was deteriorating every single day and required special veterinary care. On top of that, many of the facilities were falling apart, and they were running short on feed issues that demanded a huge amount of funding. Jack listened calmly to all this, showing no sign of worry. Kelly couldn't help but wonder, did this city-bred boss really care about the animals at all?